is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Get up! Wait!
Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
22! Let's go! Here we go!
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. Check the backer. Move.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go. 54 right here.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Here we go. Right 39, Lucy.
The pitch to Fournette. And he's got some space here. Still fighting. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The Jags offense coming onto the field, and boy, for a 2nd straight season, a #1 wide receiver goes down early in the schedule. Last year was Allen Robinson, who was lost in Week 1. This year, Marquise Lee, who didn't even make it to Week 1, goes down with the ACL Week 3 of the preseason.
And remember now, Allen Robinson's in Chicago. And remember Allen Hurns, who also had a great impact on that team for a while. He's in Dallas. So it puts a lot of pressure on guys like Keelan Cole, Dante Moncrief, D.D. Westbrook. But the guy I want you to keep an eye on, DJ Chark out of LSU. I think he'll be their big play threat.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. He had the big touchdown run on the first drive and more room to maneuver right there.
And the big guys up front, they're feeling chesty and strong, creating nice openings for him.
Punch right. Hey, 54, Ricky.
On 1st down, Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
372. Green 80. Lucy, Green 80.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Green 80. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Here we go, here we go. Green and back.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Here we go, here we go.
On third down, it's Grant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Now it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
11. Green 80. Green 80. 372.
Bortles now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Lucy.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Spread right, 72. Move.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Let's go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. 372. 11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Right. Now he'll let it go deep. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown.
And turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
To return it is Corey Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Let's go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Move. Lucy.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, back 25. Gun. 11. Hey, let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Get up! Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And now he bowls him over. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hey, wait. 20. Let him go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, let's go ahead and affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 55 yards. Bortles now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bortles now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready, blue 80. Left, get out. Wait. Let go. Get out.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He fights him off. Now he's flushed out right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles.
Tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.